Hey guys, LunarSpy1127 here, bringing you Naruto chapter 615, Unbreakable Bonds. That's right, no scarf today because my tooth was feeling better. Also, this chapter may have started another wave of the pairing wars, and I really don't want to get into the pairing wars because how vicious it could really be. I mean, it's almost as bad as the Twilight pairing wars. Team Jacob, Team Edward, right? Like stuff like that. But I have to say this because of what has been shown in this chapter. It looks like Naruhina may be canon. Now, yeah, so to all the Naruhina fans, this is I guess you call this a late Christmas present by Kishimoto himself. For the Narusaga fans, I'm really sorry. So, I guess with that out of the way, let's get started with the chapter, Unbreakable Bonds. So the chapter begins right after Neji's death. Such a shame, really. Naruto has been in complete shock, and he remembers what he said to Obito, that he wouldn't let his comrades die. And Obito is such a dick in this chapter. He was like trying to break Naruto's psyche and try to convince him to join his side to create the Moon's Eye plan. And, well, I will cut to the chase. It doesn't work, but I will admit, you gotta admit, Obito's speech makes him quite a dick and kinda evil. He says, "You said, I definitely won't let you kill my friends. But now take a look around and say those words again." Now, Naruto does take a look around, and he sees, like, multiple shinobi, some unknown, so don't worry about that. They've all been stabbed by those pieces of wood. Many of them are dead. And then Obito gets a brief little flashback of him holding Rin's corpse. The realization of your friends' corpses slowly losing their warmth. That's the finality of death. So say those words again, Naruto. I love his speech, by the way. Now, before I continue, we get panels of everybody's reaction that Neji died. I mean, they were like all shocked. They were like, "Oh my God, Neji's dead! Wait, if an important minor character is dead, we're all gonna die!" That's what I thought. And you get like also one panel of Lee and Guy. I thought their reactions would have been a little more sad. And Tenten was like far in the background, so you couldn't see her reaction. You'd think we would see her reaction. I mean, that's something I think the Neji 10 fans were expecting, but I guess not. I guess we'll see more later on. People will continue to die if this keeps on going. Despite your feeble words, your empty and pointless principles that you continue to spout out in your naive little mouth. This is what your ideals and your hopes will achieve. This is reality, Naruto. What is there left in this reality for you? You lost your parents. You lost your sensei Jiraiya. And your friends will continue to die one by one. And with all that said and done, nobody will be left. Nobody will be left here to acknowledge your existence. That is what is left of this reality. Loneliness. That is the light at the end of the tunnel that you've been dreading your entire life. So this is why I ask you, once again, Naruto, what remains? What remains for you in this reality? If you join us now, your suffering will end. This loneliness will end. This terrible reality will end. And when you join us, we'll create a new world where there's no loneliness, no suffering, no death. So please join us and don't prolong your suffering. Yeah, so that is Obito's little speech right there. And you see Madara, he was thinking that Obito was trying, and apparently according to Madara, Obito was trying to break Naruto's psyche. And Naruto, it just proves that he's not that strong mentally when it comes to Neji's death. I mean, he's been a ninja ever since he was like 12 years old, so he probably has witnessed death in his lifetime. But I guess he never witnessed the death of someone he cared about. And then again, Jiraiya did die, and he was a total wreck when that happened. So then when Neji died, it was like he couldn't take it anymore. And you know, if they get Naruto to join him, that means that the alliance will crumble as well. I gotta admit, in last week's chapter, Naruto couldn't snap out of it because, oh my god, Shikaku no Ichinao died. And then, yeah, he was like totally spacing out in this war, and he was like really exhausted, but he was still fighting. But he was so exhausted that Neji had no choice but to protect him and Hinata. Now, this is why I think that Naruto should have been like more trained mentally. Like, they should at least get their ninjas to mentally prepare themselves for death. And, okay, so right after Obito's speech, you get to see this hand reaching out towards Obito, and I was like, oh my god, Naruto, you cannot be serious. I actually thought for a minute it was Naruto's hand, and then he was actually gonna join Obito. I was like, what? No. I mean, it's just, he cannot snap out of it. I just can't believe it. It's just, but it wasn't really. Now, a lot of people saying that it really was Naruto's hand, but it wasn't really Naruto's hand. He wasn't actually reaching up. It was actually Hinata's hand, and he manages to not actually slap. She didn't actually slap Naruto's face. A lot of people are saying that she is, but she just gave her a light tap on the head. Not like really hard that his head would be like flying back like you usually see normal people slapping. It was just a light slap to get Naruto to snap out of it. And yeah, this is when the Naruhina moment starts. So, yeah, so I bet the Naruhina fans are like squealing like little girls by now, and the Narasaka fans are just face palming. So, yeah, I actually kind of liked the moments. I mean, as I said before, I'm not trying to get into the pairing wars, but I did like this moment because Hinata seems to be more mentally prepared than Naruto is because she actually witnessed people dying during this war. Naruto just got into this war and didn't actually witness people dying. Well, people he knew dying. But Hinata managed to stop crying and get Naruto to snap out of it by saying that she tells Naruto to remember what Neji said, that his life is no longer just his own anymore. He says that his ideals and his words, his desire to save his friends, they weren't meaningless. They're actually what's worth fighting for, and that is what inspired Neji to carry him this far, was because of his very principles. She also says that the reason why the Shinobi Allied forces are kind of like family, why they are fighting their very best to protect each other, was because of Naruto's words and beliefs. And she says that if Naruto gave up right now, Neji's sacrifice will be in vain, and in a way, he would be killing his friends, his comrades. And they would be ceased to exist, in a way. And that's also what she said. Yeah, we do get to see a panel of Sakura, of her being shot. I'm not going to say why. I'm going to let you guys say it, because I do not want to get into this. So then, right after that, Hinata says, "Now is the time to stand with me, Naruto-kun. Moving forward with your head high and not taking back any of your words. That is also my way of the ninja." Yeah, but we're bringing back the Nindo. Never going back on your word. Never giving up. It was also the same Nindo that got him obsessed with saving Sasuke. I'm just saying. So right after that, yeah, then Naruto rethinks of what what Neji is saying. Also, oh, by the way, I forgot to say this. At the beginning of the chapter, Naruto managed to get Neji off his shoulder and lay him on the ground, removing the tree roots that he was stabbed with. So yeah, just forgot to point that out. And then we cut back to Naruto's mindscape where he's talking to Kurama while he's still gathering chakra, looking like this. It looks like he's trying to enter sage mode or something. Am I the only one who notices that? It seems that Naruto was not gonna break his bonds with his friends, but he still couldn't get over the fact that Neji is dead. And then Kurama says, if you're gonna sulk like a schoolgirl, I may as well beat the living shit out of you and take control of your body now. Actually, I think that would be a good idea because, I mean, Naruto, I get it, your friend is dead. I mean, yeah, I'm sad that Neji died too, but you're in a war. People are gonna die. If you give up now, they would have died in vain and this world would have ceased to exist. You would let Obito and Madara win. Do you really want that? Obito of all people to win? I mean, no. And then Kurama then tells him that, asks him if he'd forgotten the time that his parents sacrificed their lives, just like how Neji sacrificed his life to save his. Even though technically Kurama was kind of the one responsible for killing them, but then again, he wouldn't try to kill Naruto and accidentally kill his parents if it wasn't for the fact that Obito extracted Kurama from Kushina and manipulated him to destroy Konoha and had to force Minato to seal inside of his son. Yeah, you know, come to think of it, I just realized something. The reason Naruto's a Jinchuriki, the reason why Minato and Kushina are dead, wasn't just technically of Kurama, but it was because of Obito. Yeah, so if you think about it, if Kakashi didn't kill Rin, Obito wouldn't have gone batshit insane and attacked Konoha and be like, fuck it, I'm gonna destroy this entire world and create my own. I just realized that. So anyway, yeah, back to Kurama's speech. They said that, you know, they sacrificed their lives, stealing, you know, turning Naruto to a Jinchuriki for their own, so for the sake of the future, to protect their son. And he says that your life and theirs have shared an unbreakable bond. And meanwhile, back in the real world, it seems that Obito has been pissed off and he forces the Jubi to create another Bijudama, and this time actually attacking the Allied Shinobi forces, which I think it should have done earlier. I'm just saying. It seems that Obito is a bit short-tempered because Obito seems pissed off and he wants to attack these guys. Madara tries to tell them that you cannot act rashly. If you do this, you're gonna hurt yourself and the Jubi. And then Obito is like, the Jubi skin is tough as nails. It doesn't need to be coddled. So the Jubi is charging its Bijudama at the Allied Shinobi forces. And then you see Killer Bee and Sai riding on one of his Choji Giga Super Beast scrolls with as a hawk. Killer Bee manages to recharge some of his chakra. So he heads towards the Jubi's Bijudama, turns into the Haichibi, and creates a Bijudama of his own. He uses that Bijudama to push the Jubi's Bijudama back inside it, all the while Killer Bee is stuck inside the Jubi's mouth. I mean, his head at least. I was actually wondering if the Jubi was gonna bite off his head or something, but I guess not. So he launches his Bijudama with the Jubi's Bijudama inside the Jubi, and then the Jubi, and then yeah, both the Bijudamas explode inside the Jubi, causing him to like bloat up, and knocks both the Jubi and Killer Bee back. So good for you, Killer Bee, even though it didn't actually damage the Jubi that much. But so then we cut back to Naruto and Hinata. Naruto managed to hold Hinata's hand, and then he realizes that it's not just his parents, but all the people that he had an unbreakable bond with. And you get to see, you get to see Jiraiya, Minato, Kushina, Sarutobi, even Nagato and Itachi, which I think I would understand that, yeah. And you guys see Shikaku and Noichi. I guess that would make sense, but I thought Neji would have been in this picture, but I guess not. But I have to ask, what the hell is Chio doing there? I mean, I only recalled like one conversation that she had with Naruto. Most of the time she was with Sakura and talking with Kakashi. I guess it was that little moment where he thought he had an unbreakable bond, but I mean, come on, he only talked to her like a little bit. So I don't know why Chio was there. So yeah, Naruto manages to stand up. He was holding Hinata's hand, and he says, "Thank you. It's because you've been by my side this whole time. Congratulations, you finally realized that. And all it took was Hinata nearly dying, and for Neji to die." Seriously, Naruto, you can be such an idiot when it comes to girls. Even if it's so freaking obvious. Now, look, as I said before, I don't care who Naruto ends up. I just wanted Naruto to know that Hinata loved Naruto. That was the only thing that was bugging the hell out of me. Now that he knows... Fucking phone. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, right. I was just saying how much of an oblivious idiot Naruto is when it comes to girls. Alright, well, moving on. Naruto also thanks Neji, and you see the Bijudama, sorry, not the Bijudama, the Jubi getting up from taking 2 Bijudamas in the stomach. If the exterior was tough as nails, I mean, does that mean the interior is too? I mean, how the hell? I mean, I know that you know, it's a Jubi and that would be futile, but I'm just wondering, like, how is it? How come its insides isn't damaged? Anyway, yeah. And then, oh god, and then Hinata starts thinking, Naruto's hand is so big, so manly. But most importantly, get your heads out of the gutter. She's not thinking about that. I was like, okay, this kind of made me like, alright, Hinata, I like you, but this isn't a time to thinking about Naruto's hand. I know you like Naruto and all that, but, you know, war going on. But no, she's still cool. So yeah, the Jubi is approaching Naruto and Hinata. Naruto finally was entered his complete Biju. No, he's in his full Kyuubi mode. And then yeah, and while he was being consumed by chakra, it looked like Hinata was also being consumed by the Kyuubi's chakra as well. It looked like for a minute I actually thought Hinata was going Super Saiyan, but I mean, is that okay? I think it's okay. I mean, he did the same thing for Kakashi and Guy, so I think it's okay. So yeah, with Naruto's now determined with Hinata by his side, they look like they're gonna face off against the Jubi, and Hinata finishes what she was saying. It says, "It makes me feel safe." So yeah, that's basically the end of the chapter. Naruto and Hinata getting ready to face off against Obito, Madara, and the Jubi. What did I think about this chapter? Well, I actually liked it. And it's not because of the Naruhina moments, okay? I actually liked Obito's little speech. I mean, he was acting like a bit of a dick, I know, but he was acting like a villain in this. And I did like his little speech of his trying to get Naruto to join the dark side. But I guess what I really, and of course this was, what I really liked was Hinata finally, you know, she was done mourning the loss of her cousin, and she manages to convince Naruto not to give up and telling him that what he's doing so far, it was not pointless. And I gotta admit, I did like this speech of hers. I mean, it was Hinata who manages to snap Naruto out of it, and I liked it because I will admit, I mean, I used to be a Naruhina fan, but I just gave up with the parents because I didn't really care. But I liked her more than I liked Sakura back then. And to be honest, I still do. Now, I guess this is definitely, I mean, this is kind of hinting towards Naruhina. And granted, there wasn't a lot of action. We did get a brief little moment with Killer Bee and the Jubi, but that was basically it. Obito looks like he's going to snap, so I can't help but feel like Hinata might be in trouble, because the way he was looking when you read the manga, it looks like that he might try to kill Hinata to get Naruto to snap. So that might happen. I hope it doesn't happen. I mean, it's bad enough to kill Neji. You're gonna kill off one of my other favorite female characters. And although I gotta admit, I mean, is Naruto gonna fight with the Jubi while he's holding Hinata's hand? I mean, won't that be a bit of a hindrance towards him? I mean, then again, I don't know like what's gonna happen, but hopefully when the next chapter comes out, I don't know when. I heard it's like gonna come out in 2 weeks. I'm not really sure, but 6/16. I'm actually hoping that we'll get a bit more action. Now, does this mean that Naruhina is canon? It looks like it might be, but I'm not really sure. I don't know. I mean, I have to hear what Naruto feels about Hinata. I mean, what does he feel towards her? And then, you know, not like one-sided crap. I mean, we know that Naruto used to love Sakura. Does he still love Sakura? I mean, I know he cares about her, but I'm just wondering. We know that Sakura did love Sasuke. Sakura, she might love Naruto, but maybe like as a brother or something. I mean, now I'm not counting Sakura's god-awful fake confession. Yes, it was fake. It looked like that she wanted to be with Naruto because, oh, all it took for him was to save the village. Even though he saved her many times earlier. So I'm sorry, that did piss me off, that chapter. So yeah, as I said, we know that how much they do care for each other. Now, I don't know if Naruto truly loves Hinata. It's just, I'm not expecting them to get together or anything. It's just, I just want to know like what is his feelings towards her. I mean, it was obvious with Sakura, but I just want to know like, is this going to be another one-sided thing? Because I don't want that, honestly. So overall, I did like this chapter, and also it actually gave good development towards Hinata. It seems that she was more mentally capable of you know, when it came to Neji's death. She was more mentally prepared than Naruto, because she was fighting in this war a lot longer than Naruto was, and it just shows that she's no longer like nervous or afraid or shy towards him. So that's a good thing too. So yeah, I'm actually glad that Hinata is getting development towards this. I mean, I've had a feeling that it might happen right after Neji's death, but again, really sad that Neji died. So next week's chapter looks like we'll probably get another action-packed chapter. Although I can't help but feel like Hinata might be in danger because, you know, what she said and what Obito has seen, it looked like Obito might target Hinata so to get Naruto to snap. I don't want that to happen, but it might. But then again, we don't know who might be next. Is it gonna be Kiba? Is it gonna be Shino? Is it gonna be Joji? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see for the next couple of chapters. So yeah, that's Naruto chapter 615. It was a pretty good chapter. Oh, with this chapter out, the Parent Wars are gonna start, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go take cover because I do not want to get caught in the crossfire. Bye.